This episode of the Kill by Kill podcast is brought to you in part by the A24 and Lionsgate film, Pearl. Welcome back to Ty West's horrifying world of X for this blood-soaked and unforgettable origin story. Mia Goth delivers one of the best performances of the year as the titular Pearl, the iconic villain whose desire to become a star comes with a body count. Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, you can now own Pearl on Blu-ray and digital. It's rated R. And you know how much we loved X. Well, Pearl's the same, and we're celebrating Pearl's Blu-ray and digital release by giving away 5 copies of the film to lucky Kill by Kill listeners. Just email us at killbykillpod@gmail.com to win. And now, the body count continues. We're talking about Alien again on Kill by Kill.
Hi.
Greetings and salutations, Internet. This is your old pal Patrick Hamilton, and this is a special edition of Kill by Kill, the show where we talk about horror characters in the order in which they die. And of course, there's only one person I trust to help me talking about Alien, but for this special episode, Gina Radcliffe is not with me. No, I have recruited somebody special to talk about Alien. It was his first time watching the movie. It's my own son, Oliver. How you doing, Ollie?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Now, you specifically requested to watch Alien. Why did you want to watch Alien now?
Because it's your favorite movie, so I just wanted to see it. All the jazz.
All the jazz.
Yeah, all the jazz.
Did you assume there would be a lot of quote unquote jazz to Alien?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what did you know about Alien before we watched it? Like, what did you picked up from like pop culture or, stuff that you had seen online, or what did you know about Alien?
The face hugger things.
You knew the face huggers existed.
That they lay eggs in the stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But had you seen what they kind of look like?
I just knew that they looked kind of like spider things.
Mm-hmm. And so you knew that. Did you remember anything from the great movie ride from Disney World, from Disney Hollywood Studios of the alien in that part of the ride?
There was an alien.
There was an alien in that.
In a Disney ride?
Yes, there absolutely was. The great movie ride where, remember, this was the same line. We were in line for it. And I had bought drinks for Mama and I, and then a lemonade for you, and you managed to grab the one with alcohol in it and start sucking it down. Maybe is that why you don't remember it? Because you were drunk?
Probably.
Okay. You weren't that drunk. You had a sip and you said, this tastes weird.
It was bad.
Yeah, well, it should continue to taste bad to you for quite some time. You don't need it.
Until I reach adult stage.
Yes, you are... you're not a face hugger anymore. You're more of a chest burster stage of life. And then eventually when you become a full-blown xenomorph, maybe then you can indulge in alcohol.
There's the little baby xenomorph, which is like...
That's a chest burster.
Oh, yeah.
Because what does it do?
It bursts out of the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as if their name denotes what their purpose is in life. Mm-hmm. So you didn't remember anything from the great movie ride. No. You kind of knew what the alien looked like because you'd seen statuettes of it.
Yeah, at the horror pop culture exhibit we went to.
True. That had some alien stuff in
Yeah,
it.
and it also had like the Predator statue, the real thing.
That's true. Now, we just watched Predator as well earlier in the week. So now we've talked Predator on the show. So before we get to Alien, what was your impression of Predator?
He's cool.
The Predator or the people the Predator is killing off along the way? Which is cool?
The Predator.
The Predator is cooler than Arnold and Company?
Yeah. Arnold Shnottsinator is cool and all, but I like Predator or Schwartz.
You don't have to get the name
Schwartz
right.
guy.
You like it better when you get the name wrong.
All right.
Right. Okay. So, but you liked the Predator. What else did you like about that movie?
I liked that they thought that everything could be solved by shooting in random directions.
Right. So did you learn a lesson about shooting in random directions?
Not really.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. So you might just shoot in random directions if you find yourself trapped in the Central American jungle being hunted by an alien predator?
I mean, that's kind of the resort that the average mind goes to, apparently.
Is to shoot in random directions?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other impressions of Predator? Did you like the movie or did you not like the movie?
I thought it was very fun.
Okay.
And I like his dreads.
Sure. Did you like once he took off his mask?
Yeah, because he kind of looks like a face hugger with an actual face.
Yeah. The
spider.
The guy who designed that actually got some. He designed the aliens for the sequel to Alien called Aliens.
Oh.
And he was helped by the director of that film, James Cameron, who's
who?
James Cameron. He directed Avatar.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. And he also directed True Lies, a movie you pulled the chute on halfway through.
Yep.
So what did you like about Predator that you didn't like about True Lies?
I mean, I think his horror movies that he directed are much better.
Well, they're completely different directors.
Oh, wait.
The guy who James Cameron helped. James Cameron gave the creature designer the idea to make those crazy mandibles. He said, "I always wanted to see a creature with mandibles." And he said, "Oh, okay." And he started sketching them out. It's like, "Oh yeah, that's good." So he gave him a free idea.
That's cool.
Yes, James Cameron is cool, unless you're his wife. So, So that's Predator. Let's get back to Alien. So you knew what a chestburster looked like. You'd kind of seen what a full-grown xenomorph had looked like because of the horror museum.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so when the movie starts, we're in outer space. Did you like the music to this movie?
It was a lot of violins and like loud drums, right?
Well, I would say there's more symphonic noise than there is drumming.
There was the occasional like bong.
True, but it's not heavy on percussion. It's more like the staccato nature of the woodwinds and the violins and so forth. They're doing big percussive. Like that's all. That's not really coming from drums or timpanis.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But there's like some drums around.
Sure.
Which like creates some sort of atmosphere, I think.
And we've been learning a lot about special effects by watching the documentary on Industrial Light Magic.
Yeah.
So in terms of special effects, like, did you like the special effects here, or did they seem old to you in your new hatchling ways?
I mean, honestly, how old is this movie?
This movie came out in 1979. So it is.
For that, I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
But, like, they didn't use the xenomorph that much.
Well, I think because when the more light you show on it, the magic trick only kind of works if you keep it in the shadows.
I mean, it is all black, so I guess that makes sense.
And ultimately, it's a guy in a suit.
I mean, yeah.
It's a very skinny guy who.
So is Predator.
Well, no, the guy who's in the Predator suit, he's a little bit larger, but he is very, very tall.
Yeah, but he's still a guy.
Yes, he's still a guy in a suit.
Because there's a lot of, like, human motions in that, which gives away a little bit of the magic, but, I mean, they are bipedal, so...
Mm-hmm. Or at least the one you've seen is bipedal.
Yeah.
Right. Because, spoiler alert, the longer we go in the franchise, we're going to see different kinds of aliens that aren't quite as humanoid.
Yeah, you told me about the toys that you like to get from the...
Well, I don't actually own any of them. I think they're cool, but I don't have a place to put toys, so I haven't purchased any.
I thought you, like... But in your childhood, teenage...
They didn't come out when I was a child or teen.
Okay, well, you said you liked them, and they were like different forms and stuff.
Yes.
There was like a rhino one and a big cat.
Yes.
One and a dog, maybe?
The dog happens in Alien 3.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes out of, and they actually they tried to put a whippet in an alien costume, and it just looked adorable.
So, what?
A whippet, a dog, a whippet. Have you ever seen a whippet?
No.
It's
nay-nay?
like no, not a nay-nay.
No, whippet nay-nay.
No, not whippet nay-nay. It's like a greyhound. It's like a smaller greyhound.
Oh, okay. So like, huh.
Yeah. So they tried to make it seem like Bambi was their goal, to have very skinny, wobbly legs, and it comes out of like a space ox. And
what's that?
A space ox?
Mm-hmm.
An ox in space.
Like the cow?
Yeah, like the cow.
So it just comes out of ox.
Yeah, an egg lands on a planet, and the face hugger crawls onto the face of like this ox on this prison planet, and it implants an egg inside that ox. So when the xenomorph, the chest burster, comes out, it's like more, it's on 4 legs rather than 2.
And that turns into a dog. How?
They just they used a whippet as a way to, like, how do we make a chest burster who's different, because it's not using 2 legs. And so they thought, maybe if we put a whippet in an alien costume, we can get away with it. It'll kind of look like Bambi was their goal. And it just looks like an adorable dog in an alien costume, the way it bounces around. It just doesn't have very alien-like movements. It's very adorable.
But they still did it?
They tried it out, and then they ended up replacing it, I think, with some puppets, and it was very early CGI, so it's a very rough looking CGI.
So where did you get the footage of the dog?
They filmed it. The guy who did the special effects for Ghostbusters from the ILM documentary, he did the effects for that, and he tells the story, and they have like B-roll of trying to film it. And he's like, it just looks adorable. And you see it scamper away in the way that dogs do. It looks very odd.
So how was the dog even like comfortable in this? How did the headpiece work?
They strapped it around its chin and onto its back. So it's like a one of those harnesses, you know, those dogs who wear harnesses rather than collars.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like that.
Okay.
And they shot it in a lot of shadow, hoping that they could get away with it, because they didn't know how else to do it. And it just looks adorable and weird. Not what they were aiming for. But let's get back to Alien. So, as the movie progresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts of these space truckers in space? Like, what characters did you like? Which characters didn't you like?
I mean, I feel like Ripley is kind of just made to like, right? Because everybody loves her.
Well, I think, but if you're coming into this blind, and I think you kind of knew Ripley was the main character.
Yeah.
But like, if you were just walking into a movie theater and you didn't know anything about the movie, and the trailer you've seen like doesn't give away any character names or who lives or who dies, it's very general, right? Very mysterious.
Yeah.
So would you think that Ripley was the main character if you without knowing by cultural osmosis and having a father who's very into Alien, do you think you would know that she was the main character of the movie or the survivor?
I think it was kind of obvious that she was gonna survive or be like one of the survivors if you thought there was gonna be like multiple.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of got the energy from the movie that it was gonna be like everybody dies except one person.
Okay. So like a final girl is what they call that sort of scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the other characters? Like, which character did any of the other characters resonate with you? Like, you liked them on screen?
I thought Jackson was fun, like tough guy. Cause
Are you talking about Yaphet Kotto's character?
Yeah, the person who always carries around a gun.
Well, I mean, that's like a flamethrower, but yes.
That's like a type of gun.
Yeah, I guess, yes. It's a gun-like object, but guns inherently have... Something. Sure, I guess. Laser gun is a type of gun, so yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that I'm bringing up some pictures so that you have some context here. So, when Parker, I think you called him Jack, but
Parker, that
yes,
guy.
Yes.
That guy.
And then I don't know if you noticed this gentleman right here was the guy in the alien suit.
Okay.
He was from Africa, and he was very, very thin. So all of this costume that's around him is made, some of that is real bones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Charming.
It is charming in many respects.
From where?
From that the artist had available to him.
So the artist just had like bones lying around?
Here's the thing about that particular artist. Yes, he had bones lying around. He was the kind of guy that had bones lying around.
Okay. Well, that seems like not the type of person you would want to meet, but all right.
Duly noted. Okay, what did you think of Captain Dallas?
Who?
Dallas, the guy with the mustache. He was the captain of the ship.
He died early on, huh?
He did die early on. Why do you think he died early on?
I mean, he's like captain, so yeah.
You think he was just being brave, putting himself out in front because he was the captain?
Yeah.
Or he refused to listen to people?
Both.
I think it's primarily he refused to listen to people. In particular, Ripley, who tells him not that they can't let someone infected with an alien creature onto the ship.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What did you think?
But also he went into that vent and didn't leave. Like they were screaming at him to get out and he would not move.
But I think that sometimes happens to people when they panic, right?
Yeah.
Instead of moving, they kind of stand still.
Paralyzed.
Sure. What did you think of Kane, the guy who gets infected with the face hugger? Did you recognize him from anything else?
I don't think so.
Not from Harry Potter?
Oh, is he Hagrid?
No, he's the guy he's the wand shop owner.
Oh, Ollivander?
Yeah.
Or that's
the name of the shop or whatever. I don't know what his name is.
All the Harry Potter fans are gonna get mad at me.
I'm not sure there's a ton of crossover between Harry Potter fans and Kill by Kill, but I love your enthusiasm.
Well, they are, because I just misnamed the shop owner, even if that is his name.
But in the misnamed in the sense that there's like the difference between a character and a shop name, like you're fine.
Okay.
There's no pressure. You're okay. There are much worse sins. What did you think of Lambert?
The scared lady?
Yes.
Cry baby.
She was a crybaby,
Yeah.
but you don't feel like. But don't you? If you were confronted with that, don't you think part of you might fall apart the way she falls apart?
Yeah. But I mean, she refused to move.
She did. She also got paralyzed.
Yeah, but this was like insane how she didn't even like. She was frozen in time. Nothing could budge her except, dying.
Sure. Now, the way that she dies, did you find that interesting?
How does she die again?
Well, she's up against the wall and the alien's tail goes between her legs and almost like goes into her spine.
Oh, right. So it kind of like hangs her up into the wall or something.
Well, in later movies, it's proposed that they're kind of like carpenter ants, or the type of bug that paralyzes its prey and then lays its eggs inside of the prey. So It's not really killing everyone that it encounters. It's more like incapacitating them.
Got it.
Because one of the reasons I wanted you to watch the director's cut, we ended up not being able to because my Blu-ray player is broken somehow.
Yeah.
But in the director's cut, you see that the captain, Dallas, is still alive. And I'm putting that in quotes.
He's in like a sleep, kind of.
He's being transformed into an alien egg. There's something within the xenomorph that allows it to change the genetic structure of the prey it catches, and it transforms him into an egg. And he begs Ripley to light him on fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does she?
She does, yes.
Great.
No thoughts. Okay.
What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say whatever comes to mind. What did you think of Brett, played by Harry Dean Stanton?
That is the, you would think I would recognize these names when there's only 7 people on this giant ship.
Did you think they were kind of anonymous, or there was just so much information it was hard to catch people's names?
They didn't really say each other's names that much.
Right. Well, I do. Okay. Sure.
They didn't.
Did you recognize Harry Dean Stanton from anything else?
Nope.
No? Not at all?
Nope.
Not even Avengers? He's the guy who's, when the Hulk crashes to Earth and he's like, hey, you fell through the ceiling. Here's my overalls.
Oh, he's that guy.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Harry Dean Stanton was that guy. He was a big character actor.
Uh-huh.
He's in a movie called Repo Man that we should watch one day.
About what?
About 2 repo men who find
I don't know what that is.
People who repossess cars.
Okay.
So they're repo men.
Got it. Totally following.
And what did you think of Ash, the science officer?
Obvious robot man.
You knew from the get-go he was a robot?
I knew he was bad.
Why did you know he was bad?
He just acted like it. He was always on the motherboard. So, I mean, I kind of just connected the dots. Evil machine thing. I mean, it's not quite evil, but
it doesn't care about the people.
No.
Yeah.
Its literal orders are crew expendable.
Right. And we haven't watched 2001 yet, so you didn't really...
I want to.
You do want to.
Yeah.
Because the last time I asked you, you were kind of wishy-washy on the subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's like the AI goes wrong or something, right?
Yes, it does kind of go wrong. You don't really find out why until the sequel, but yes, it does go wrong.
It has a sequel?
Believe it or not, it has a sequel called 2010, The Year We Made Contact, and it's actually pretty okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. All right. So, what did you like the most about Alien?
That's a hard question because there was a lot of stuff going on that I liked. I like that one scene where she just kind of fumbles the cat.
Okay. You liked her disregard for the cat's condition inside of the box after she rescued it and made sure it didn't get blown up.
But she kicks it.
I mean, she's trying to get in the door. There's a lot going on. She tried to stop the ship from self-destructing. She's trying to rescue herself and the cat. Like it's a lot going on. She's holding on to a flamethrower.
All right.
You keep track of a cat while holding on to a flamethrower, making sure it doesn't blow up in your face.
Well, maybe you shouldn't hold the flamethrower.
But if you don't have the flamethrower, maybe if you confront an alien, like you might need that flamethrower.
She never used it.
She did not. But I don't think she could have used it when she runs into it in the hallway because it's in front of the escape shuttle. And if she lights it on fire and it runs into the escape shuttle, now she can't even use the escape shuttle.
Yeah.
You got a flaming alien on your hands.
Mm. But at least it's dying, kind of.
We don't know that. And from the information we have in Alien, we don't know that fire will actually kill a xenomorph.
Yeah, but I mean, it's information from the mother.
Well, the mother doesn't know either. The mother just knows there's an alien, but the mother doesn't know exactly what the nature of that alien is.
Yeah, but it suggested temperature change.
True. But that's an assumption based on most animals have a reaction to temperature change. So
Yeah.
they don't like being frozen cold and they don't like being lit on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another thing you liked from it?
I liked the jump scares because there weren't too many and there weren't too little.
Okay.
I mean, there was a little on the, not so many jump scares side, but I think it was fine.
Okay. Do you think it was
where it just opens its hands like, "Hi, everybody."
Yes. How you doing?
Yeah.
Is sort of the feeling. But it's crouched in such a position. I mean, you're trying to convey movement.
Yeah.
And you don't want to show all of it because you don't want to show how big it is quite yet, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit like Jaws. They're kind of like saving a full view of it until you can really see a full view of it.
Yeah, but it could have lunged at the camera a little bit without exposing too much.
Okay. What was something you didn't like about Alien? Was there anything? Do you think it's the perfect movie? No notes.
It wasn't.
Oliver, seal of approval.
It wasn't the perfect movie.
What? How dare you? No son of mine. You're out on the street.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no definition of perfect that doesn't really exist, so I can't call it perfect.
I disagree with you that the perfect movie is Alien, but that's my opinion and it's not yours. That's okay. So what was something that like you thought could have been improved on?
I think that are there more people in Aliens?
Yes.
Like how many?
There's a whole group of colonial Marines. There's like 17 people in that outfit of colonial Marines.
That's still not a lot of people facing killer aliens.
Yes.
But they also don't really believe her.
Right.
So.
True. So, but here's the other thing is like, when Weyland-Yutani sends the crew of the Nostromo to confront this alien, they're like, maybe one of them will get infected with an alien and the robot will bring it back to Earth. They don't really care that any crew member remains alive.
Well, what are they going to do with it on Earth?
That's a good question. Maybe they'll develop it. What human beings do a lot, which is take a dangerous thing and make it even more dangerous.
That's scarily true.
Yes, it is scarily true. That's the nice thing.
It's not a word.
Well, we're still using it.
We are?
It's already been recorded, and I'm not going to edit it out.
No.
What are you afraid is going to happen? That the grammar police are going to come to the house and take you away in cuffs?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, I'm good. Here's the good news. We don't have to worry about that kind of police. So, was there anything you would improve from Alien in your mind?
I'm still kind of drawing a blank because it's kind of I have trouble being put on the spot.
That's also a problem when it comes to podcasting. You have to be put on the spot.
I know.
Okay.
But I don't have a career in podcasting.
Not yet. Who knows? You might follow in the family business.
Which is you. Bada bing, bada ba.
Oh, boy. Okay, we've reached the silly stage. So any final thoughts about Alien that you want to share with everybody that you had?
Good.
It's good. Are you glad you watched it?
Yes.
Do you think you'll have nightmares tonight about it?
Maybe.
Are you going to end up sleeping in the middle of our bed because of Alien?
No comment.
Could you try not to? Because I would rather get a good night's sleep rather than you crawl into the middle of our bed.
No comment.
All right. This is going to come out weeks from now, so people will know whether or not this happened.
Well, this is your fault now.
Again, you asked to watch it, and I said I would not show it to you until you asked for it.
You bought the $3.99 rent option for Alien.
So. I did, because both my 4K and my Blu-ray did not work within the player, which I'm very disappointed about.
That's the player. You have to clean
I don't want to buy a new 4K player either.
No, but you have to buy, you have to clean it.
How do I clean it?
You take a sheet of paper.
That's not going to work. Where are you going to stick a sheet of paper into a Blu-ray player?
No, you cut it out like a disc.
I cut out a piece of paper like a disc. And then what's going to clean the inside of it?
You put alcohol wipes on it.
I don't think you have any technical know-how in this. Where did you pick up this knowledge? Have you been going to a Blu-ray machine cleaning class in your middle school?
I mean, that'd be cool if that was a thing, but no.
All right, good to know. All right, so that just about does it. We could play Choose Your Own Death Venture, but ultimately everyone dies the same way. They get punched in the face with an alien mouth tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that freak you out that it has a mouth tongue?
Not really.
But you said it has such a small mouth. What is it going to do? And then a smaller mouth comes out and punches its way through people's foreheads.
That's the mouth I was talking about.
But you didn't think it was very useful for anything. But it turns out it's very useful for punching through people's foreheads.
Well, what does it do with that then? They're stuck on the forehead then.
It's not stuck on the forehead. It goes through the forehead and kind of like, gives the brain a little munch. French kisses the brain.
All right.
You'll admit that a xenomorph's tiny mouth tongue is worthwhile in some way, shape, or form?
Sure.
Okay. What is the freakiest part of Alien for you? What is the thing that's going to give you nightmares?
I think that it can kind of like go through the vents, which is like a common horror-esque thing where it can like fit in small spaces and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say that's common in horror, do you mean like just stuff you picked up on the internet, or what else have you seen where there's a creature in the vent?
I mean...
Have you been watching Crawl Space?
What's that?
It's a horror movie.
Okay.
About a crawl space. Did you watch Barbarian?
What's Crawl Space?
It's a horror movie.
About what?
About a killer in the crawl space.
What kind of killer?
A guy.
That doesn't give me any information.
Well, he's a guy who kills people. What more information do you need?
Why are people in the crawl space?
People aren't in the crawl space. He's in the crawl space. He goes where the people are through the crawl space.
That is in the...
It's an apartment building.
Oh, okay.
You don't have any crawl spaces in this house.
Nope.
No. It's a post and beam.
Mm-hmm.
It's all exposed ceilings. So you're safe. From aliens and crawl space killers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel safer now?
No.
You're going to sleep in your own bed tonight.
Nope.
It's safe in that knowledge.
Nope.
All right. That just about does it for us. But don't worry, folks. The body count will continue. Thank you for joining us for this special episode of Kill by Kill Alien Revisited with Ollie. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so.
All right. Good to know. Can you say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
Bye.